Alright. We're back at it again. Whoa. Yeah, let me go. Multi-stream. Alright. We're playing. Y'all voted. It was either gonna be this game, I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, or Doki Doki Literature Club. So I downloaded both of them preemptively, I guess. Yeah, I downloaded both of them just in case. And it was a pretty close one, honestly. It was a 53% to 47%. There was a one vote difference. So we're actually going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. I know this game like isn't for the faint of heart. It's pretty wild game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review the detailed warnings? Would you like to Yeah, would you like to review the detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Well, no. Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the game settings at any time. Playing Doki Doki Literature Club. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Let me fix my laptop. There you go. I'm already uncomfortable. I'm sorry. No, dude. Okay, like, trust me. Just trust me. Just trust me. All right. Just trust me. We're gonna do a new game. Look. I'm having flashbacks to 2019 TikTok. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, I gotta do the voice? Okay, I got you. I overslept again! But I caught up to you this time. Maybe it's only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Alfredo. Doctor touched my privates today. I don't have time to flop my outside. Was it HN2? That's mean, Alfredo. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you did. You don't have it in you to be mean. Wait. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Lieutenant? Oh, shit. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets come increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Alfredo, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining. Oh, wait. I told you already I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you want to join club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you aren't learning how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Ew, sounds like the annoying ass character that no one likes. It's true though, the voice switcher. yeah, that's what it is. That's totally what it is.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me to try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I mean, I guess she's cute. Like, she's your neighbor, you know? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. This music, dude. I can't, dude. The school days is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. You sound like Mickey Mouse's slightly underdeveloped cousin, Mikey. You're stupid. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I had no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd got you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Ew, I hope she dies. Dude, chill out.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Look, she's doing the little fingers. Is she doing the I'm asking for the vape fingers? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she'd have any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she's only in it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Deep voice for the purple hair girl, please. Do you know? No. I'm thinking like deep, but not too deep, like Sailor Mercury. No, Sailor Mars. Sorry, like Mars Star Power. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's whatever I think, bro. When does this get interesting? Just give it a chance, bro. I told you. We're only 10 minutes in. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyways?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Hey, what's up, bud? Alpha Roar. Fuck, dude, I forgot who this is. Oh, whatever. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a sigh. Alfalfa Roar. Who is that? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Bruh, I'm sorry. You fake. Oh, I forgot. You're literally like. I forgot you're literally across the wall. My bad, bro, my bad. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay?
Yeah! Let's go!
I'm not too good at feminine. You're on my stream. Am I? Are you streaming me? I can't even, bro. And thus today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. Oh shit, that's pretty cool. Hey, tell him I said what's up. I dejectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visited. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the class. Fuck. All right, let me practice another female voice because I know I'm gonna need at least two. All right, fuck it. We're just gonna improv it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I'm unfollowing. I'm sorry. What? I Fuck, how am I gonna do this one?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
There's a third one?
Ah, Alfredo, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I mean, I guess. I forgot what her voice was. I forgot what her voice was.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
So sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh my god, I forgot her name. I forgot how her fucking... I forgot her... Oh no, this is Sayori.
You could just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Which one of these hoes is gonna traumatize me? I don't know, bro.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know my... Monica. Is that right?
I forgot how to... You know what, bro?
That's right.
No, that's the same as... Fuck it.
It's great to see...
It's great to see you again, Alfredo. Monica smiles sweet. Oh, Yuri needs a man voice. Okay, all right, bro. Chill the fuck out, dude. I'm gonna ban you if you don't shut the fuck up about giving her a fucking man voice, bro. Monica smiles sweetly. Let's save. This game is Pornhub ads. Don't take this. What? This game in the Pornhub ads. It's like the heat. We do know each other. We really talk. But we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Alfredo. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about we make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there's some space between Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers were drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Not the bad audio for Yuri.
So cute.
I had no idea. I can't do this, bro. I'm not.
I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and... Oh, no, wait. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Hello. Hey, what's good? What's up? We're out here playing Doki Doki Literature Club. That's about it. That's as far as we're at right now. I'm trying to do like different voices for the different characters, but my range in female voices is pretty fucking bad, so we're trying. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. What? Thank you, Natsuki. What? Fuck, I forgot how to do it.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like
I've heard this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe not, but not for, you dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Oh wait, was that fuck?
Don't worry, the teachers give us permission.
I'm all for the good backstory, but blow her back out already, Papito. Okay, should I be like a hoe and blow all their backs out? Or should I like pick a favorite? I guess. Fuck, dude. I gotta.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean, you know what?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles at her. Are they all into me? This is a completely new concept for me. I need the confirmation. Are they all into me? Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Bruh, don't you gonna end up like school days? What? Bruh... Wait, what? Can you even English? Bruh, don't you gonna end up like school days? I need you to retype that, and probably join the literature club, because that shit was bad.
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club.
No, it's too close to Sayori.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm impressed. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something...
Check your phone. I got you.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something so special out of it. And it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really likes... Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put that away. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like festivals, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Why do the voices fit? Full 45-second delay. I'm sorry. You choosing all the girls, there's an anime called School Days, and the main character sleeps with everyone, and the ending isn't that great. Oh, okay. I don't know, bro. Okay, look, I'm usually like a pretty good guy when it comes to like decisions in games, and I know what this game can get into, so I might just be big piece of shit. Like, I might just go big piece of shit mode. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm confident. Oh, wait. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best. Okay, so if this is Monika's voice,
And this is Sayori's.
and then like that other chick has like kind of like a snappy attitude, Yuri's. I'm just gonna try and go like full Sailor Mars on this. You know, like Mars Star Power. You know what I mean? So like, we'll do our best. It sounds like, I don't know, bro. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Alfredo, what kind of things did you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Just give her ass audio. Okay, I'll try. Anyway, oh wait, my bad. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. How's that? It's like a muffled thing? Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
How's that? Dude, are you into that? Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up as she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things.
I feel like she like Kenny from South Park.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Try really close up.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
How's that? Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal event level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that.
I'm living for years.
But if a story makes you think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's alright. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Oh, what? What gives you that idea?
You left a scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give me that back.
Fine. Oh, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything everything you do is just so cute as you are.
I like the Kenny voice. I can't. The close up is best. Oh my god, bro. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Oh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
And no,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet?
Well, I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Is writing to oneself.
Now my fucking thing smells.
You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri?
Damn, Natsuki got problems. Yeah, you're telling me, bro.
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set examples and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Wait. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Alfredo?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. So I'll have another club to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But
I'm sorry, I thought.
Alfredo.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, Natsuki better go Hannah Baker on this day. You're stupid. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You weren't scared for, huh?
If you really just came for the cup,
Oh, wait.
if you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed.
then let's make it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Alfredo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food.
Hey, Alfredo. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed home after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. A. All right. So puppy, I think, is a Nitsuki thing. I don't know what Monica would like, but I know Yuri's gonna like Inferno, Nightgown, probably Philosophy. Let's save the game. Okay, Smash. Music. Scars. Suicide. Kawaii. Death. Raindrops. Hold up, wait. I'm gonna try and send this to someone. All right. Starscape sounds cool. Games, A. Doki Doki. Unrequited. Misery. Anger. Oh, I guess that would make sense. Determination. Misfortune. Friends. Disaster. Swimsuit. Straw. I don't even like strawberries. Universe. Disown. Lollipop. I just sent my like a link to my YouTube channel to my friend, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm not into that type of shit." He probably thinks I'm a fucking loser.
Hi again, Alfredo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Alfredo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you, making you dive head first into literature like you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Alfredo always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, are you? I might be a little jealous.
How come you and Alfredo become good friends too?
Sayori?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Uh-oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Oh, hey, Sayori?
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sorry you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
Oh.
What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. So it'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I mean, yeah. I mean, like, high-key way, like... Fuck, bro. Like, I don't know. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to I'm sorry. I don't want to keep pushing my face into the mic and then pulling it away and then pushing it in and pulling it away. So I'm just gonna... I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled event for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wanted to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that what literature's all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve any problems, though.
What do you mean?
Well, even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up to the first place, you know? In the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why I suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
What? Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of this event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does your school have a napping club?
You're saying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me more than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day. That's not...
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over your face. Sayori glances around at herself.
How was it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I rub my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. And you really need to brush this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow, it's straight. Wait, what, your bow? Oh, your bow. Your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Oh my god. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. It's getting all hot and steamy up in here.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this.
Aren't
you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh, is she developing? I can't believe I watched over 40 minutes of this and absolutely... Bro, just trust me. Just watch. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever button it, you might have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs are bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Ew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and swirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't even let you do things like this.
Oh.
And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? So
maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
you're doing it again, Sayori.
Ah, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems you wrote now?
Yay! Alfredo, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can really see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem? Obviously Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish the reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Good night. Yeah, night, bud. Why do you ask yourself?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Oh, so it's bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and I really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there were specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them.
Why not close up? Because I don't want to, like, keep moving my head back and forth.
I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic of matter, and they the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor is totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? A ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Alright then.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost, Yuri?
Who? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Alfredo.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of that. Do
Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should... Yeah, I have to do all these bitches. Let's do, Sayori.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Alfredo! I love it!
I had no idea.
I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Alfredo poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Oh my god. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in this club room. Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Stream multiverses featuring me. Fuck, bro. I don't have an audio splitter yet. I ordered one, so we wouldn't be able to talk. When?
See? It's like I said before, Alfredo. Deep down, you're not so selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Shit. When? Right now, Lamau? I can't do that right now. I'm streaming. I'm not even an hour into this game, dude. I'd be down Monday, like a full multiverses stream. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much that means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
Gang, I'm down. Bet. I actually should have the splitter by then, so I could talk on Discord and listen to the game at the same time. Also, I ordered a couple of packages going to your house. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Your character sucks, bro. Like, how does she not in love with him? Bro, I don't know.
Now I'll read you my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I got the crock. No, not the crock pot. Not the crock pot. You're bringing it tomorrow, right? I don't know what. I might just buy like a bunch of Little Caesars pizza, honestly. Hey, are you down for Beerio Kart? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish the rainy day? Or wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Yeah, I'm bringing it. But damn, she's a sumo for you? What's a sumo? A simp? That could be about me, but it also could be about her sleeping in and how she feels about like the day. I don't know. But it could just be like an alliteration. Beerio Kart, but the fights are gonna be on. Yeah, okay, but the fight's not till later, right? Lit? Like I'm saying you come early, we do Beerio Kart. And then like by the time the fight starts, we're already hammered because it's Beerio Kart. This is just a guess, but I'm pretty sure it is about me. Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I meant eggs and toast.
What the fuck? Sorry, simping autocorrect. Yeah. Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, well, let's do Monica next. Natsuki last, because she's been a bitch to me lately.
Hi, Alfredo. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share a poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Alfredo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all get past soon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like this one. It makes me think something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
Yeah, and Sayori, you and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that might be the case, but there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two are really care about each other's well-being.
But I suck at reading, bro.
Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Well, that's totally that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a new style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Oh, wait.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Oh, this bitch long. Where's my mouse? I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Damn. That was a little...
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. This is a lot of poems I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. A bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
My God.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your poem in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, let's do Tatsuki? Natsuki.
Well, wait. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just it just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I'd show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
What the fuck is this shit, bro? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. So I guess the idea is that, like, these animals are, like, crazy at what they do, and people try, like, oh, what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none, pretty much?
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't?
Oh, wait. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
What the fuck is just watch it. I promise you it gets better, alright? Just watch it. I have someone else that's skeptical, and I feel really bad that it's taken this long, but I've never played this game, so I don't know how long it'll take, but trust me, it gets better.
Seeing everyone around you do great can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about this simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line.
So you did. I guess you went into it more than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. It would also be better if you could fucking Pipe bad. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, that's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Damn, bro, chill out. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Alfredo did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Alfredo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our newest member, Yuri. That's not what I... Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Alfredo appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he appreciated my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one... Whoa. I wasn't the one whose booze magically grew a size bigger as soon as Alfredo started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Alfredo. She's just trying to make me look... Oh, wait. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Alfredo. Wait. There's no reason you have so many... Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feeling and meaning the most effective... Oh, fuck it. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Alfredo? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course... Motherfucker. Alright, well, hear me out. Let's get the history on this bitch. Alright. Oh, this is just the chat log. I mean, like, what? They're both right? So I guess, like... I'm just gonna... But... Let's go with Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that I whack my brain in attempts to back myself. Fuck! No. No, we're not doing this. Yuri. Did I pick the wrong one? Motherfucker, hold up. There you go. Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem. I'm picking who I'm siding with. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. There you go. That's what I was looking for. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feeling into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see.
I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki took it way too far.
Oh, but Natsuki took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up her poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares into her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Alfredo, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Alfredo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone. Awesome! In that case, you'll do the same thing tomorrow. More poems, bro. Maybe you will learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Alfredo! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it either. I'm not enjoying it either. My bad. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Alfredo, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. I'm sure being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. That's fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. I think the goal is to... Existence. Heart. Silly. Comfort. Fuck. Unrestrained. Fuck. Melody? There you go. Sensation. Bunny. Headphones. Oh. Anime. Pure. There. Oh, we're getting it. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yuri kind of scares me. I want to see some City Boys vibes. Oh, you want to see some City Boys vibes? Lazy. Secretive. Spinning, memories, meager, incapable, giggle, determination, uncontrollable.
City boy.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Alfredo.
Hi, Sayori. Oh, yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry.
Will you
come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in the book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something on my book.
Yuri, tell Alfredo to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
Yeah.
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
So she's a manipulative bitch. That's what it is. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and stumbles onto the desk. Oh!
Yeah! Ow! What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? That's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans in and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, Can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She probably has more desire. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are. I didn't mean to be that late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Oh, fuck. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played the piano. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano.
It's so cool. You should learn to play something first, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alfredo.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry.
I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chances to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks.
So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the desk. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse over at the cover of her book. It looks the same book as she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I had made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... I feel bad for you playing this game, and you'll understand why later. No, I know. Like, I know what's gonna happen. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of these people don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. Shrek. Thanks for the warning, though. Also, thanks for coming. I don't think I've ever seen you here. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoy the voice acting, although it's bad. That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. As soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. And no matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Alfredo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just someone... Wait, what? Not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, you thought you related to the protagonist. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their own one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least thing I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Oh, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Hey, bro, this game is 5 to 6 hours. What the fuck? Yeah.
Well,
Oh, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I opened the book and started the prologue. I understood that Yuri means what I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. And doesn't twist to like 2, 3. Well, thanks for spoiling it, bro. I mean, 2 to 3, that's only 30 minutes, right? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over it. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a bunch, don't you? You deserve... I deserve it for what? I deserve it for what, dude? You really don't apologize a lot. I feel like you fucked me up.
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, okay. Then I hold my book more between... Oh, okay, so it's in the middle of the two desks.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Fuck, man. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to the other side. But holding on to it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
Damn, it fucking looks like neither am I. Shadi has you should be a voice actor for an isekai. Bro, my English is fucked up from reading your comments, bro. Shadi has you should be a voice actor for an isekai and not the heavy breathing.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Shoddy Bay. Oh, okay, yeah. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Sorry, baby girl, autocorrect. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me a little bit of you. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she... Oh, my friend's playing Fallout New Vegas. Look at that. But she also second guesses a lot of things that she says or does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. And he's playing Fallout New Vegas again. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Alfredo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you... What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's time that we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book because it's causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Damn! Sound more like Bella Swan.
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That sounds that's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Alright, well, obviously we gotta share with Yuri first, right? Let's see... Oh. Let's see what you've got written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Alfredo, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique was worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try something... Oh, my bad. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Bella Swan, we said? I don't know who the fuck Bella Swan is, bro. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know. It's fine. Take your time.
That's supposed to be my voice. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer the patience to Yuri.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your...
Oh, wait. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. The fucking main character I hate. What main character? Huh. Oh, Twilight. Bro, I've never seen... I don't know what she sounds like. I've never seen Twilight. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Damn. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed something strange. Noticed my strange tendencies, as in unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm really forced to keep to myself. Then Edward goes, say it. Say what the fuck? She goes, you're pale and cold as ice. Then Edward goes, say it. Say what I am. I don't need a Twilight fucking fan club in my chat, bro. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Alfredo? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. Well, after all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, well now let's go to Monica.
Hi again, Alfredo. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess. My sister forced me to watch it. Well, thank fucking God she didn't force me to watch.
I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
Oh, I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. I want to share what you wrote for. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica.
All right, great job, Alfredo. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really a bit metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. I'll be on a 48-hour suicide watch if I watch it again. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. Oh, that way it always counts. Okay.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. God damn it. I didn't know this was all the game was gonna be. Save me. The colors, they won't stop.
bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Fuck! It's even more shot than your last one, huh? I think it wanted me to save and then load, or just load my last save, and that was way too far back for me to fucking do. This is why we should have done Colonel Sanders. Well, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This obviously won the vote. It's even more shot than your last one, huh? I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines short, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's really hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. I wanted booba, but all I got was titties. What? So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? We're gonna see what this does. See more ass shots than the last one. Yeah. Nothing really new. Okay, yeah. Nothing new. Are the bitches who voted watching right now? No, it's just me and sister. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Alright, let's go to let's end the day with Sayori. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizing my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll get as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it... Oh, come to think of it, that's kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for as long as you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone, Fluffy, spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it hurts anyone. If it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think this was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Damn. Do you know what people like? Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, or as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try to not be. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make something people think, not just feel. Oh, I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, and we end the day with Sayori. Sorry, I'm vaping.
Sometimes you know a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Alfredo. Never, ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad.
Oh, happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem could give the rain cloud a little hug. And I like a happy.
Oh.
And make a nice happy rain cloud.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Alfredo. I should go write that down then. You give me my poem now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Then I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes a lot of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like I'm time lapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends, and my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. This girl be digging in her brain? Question mark? Lol. I need you to stick around for this one, bud. Holy crap, Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not used to you being... Oh, maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful.
Well, never mind. I'm thinking too
hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
I've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing this passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. Alright, we're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're exactly going to be doing for the event.
Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah. We're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best.
we're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire the others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, and finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share it with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with.
Oh, right.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I really don't have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way.
Fuck, that was a bad one.
Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see.
Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this a poem she's done before? Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's eyes shake. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. My phone thinks I'm saying Siri when I'm saying Yuri. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't applaud. Oh, it's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Oh, looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way.
I see, I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. This poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Alfredo liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Alfredo. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Alfredo lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go off with what I wrote for today. I stand up and set up in front of the podium. Everyone is in their eye. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my writing, it's hard to put everything into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're... because you're presenting.
Anyway, this poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier.
Oh. Yeah, that's what she said.
I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be more the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Natsuki is a bitch, bro. Well, yeah, because I didn't agree with her that one time, I think. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes you really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, and then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two always going home together like this. kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, what am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay. It's okay, Alfredo. You don't have to say that.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day... Oh,
Let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, let's save. And we'll see what would happen if I would still walk home. Sayori, you really think that I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Alfredo. You think about me so much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? So now I load the game, which is what the game told me to do. I walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with it, with what I just said.
You just admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry. Everyone is
different. Nobody in the club has a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such an awkward question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time. Alright. Dark. Eternity. Intellectual. Tears. Alone. Explode. Extreme. Extraordinary. Judgment. Grief. Fuck. Raindrops. Covet. There you go. Existence. There you go. Atone. There you go. Unrequited. God damn it. Incongruent. Contamination. Uncontrollable. Loud. Damn it. Clumsy. Damn it.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and not picking up piano? Well, maybe not the determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say it in my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today, okay? Fine. Oh, your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or oh wait, your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Are you spacing out again?
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh. Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like...
Oh, it just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monika, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Alfredo, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one. I'm not the one asking you, Alfredo. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talks to me about some things that bother her. But this time, when I asked her what she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the things on her mind is you, Alfredo. Me? How on earth could you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it's always been. Oh. You're so funny, Alfredo. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiled meaningfully. I know she said it to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. Aw, yeah. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone in your thoughts. Alone in my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it's hard for me to spot based on your... So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything.
I didn't do anything creepy. I don't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who will willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping themselves. But if you would prefer to share that with us or mine, then I would be glad to listen. Oh, it's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it isn't unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Oh, Alfredo, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you may think that there might be something behind it after all. Oh fuck, dude, I'm reading the wrong voices. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't it? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she should be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make us some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's this nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. This is now... I don't know, I'm pretty invested in this shit, bro. I want to express my feelings. This is not worth it. I mean, look. You're already 2 hours and 18 minutes in. You might as well just stay for the rest of it. You might as well. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. I read all the spoilers. Oh. Alright then. Thanks, bud. Or do you want to tell me where the... What? Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with me with helping involve Alfredo in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Alfredo. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I do something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. I'm gonna start typing them. If you start typing them, I'm gonna have to do it. If you start typing, I'm gonna have to start doing it. That's just... Alright, bud. Just give me a minute. just give me a minute. I don't even want to look at the Twitch chat right now. Now, you know what? I trust that you won't. Now, you know what? I trust that you won't. But if you do... Oh. But if you do... The hammer's coming down. Alfredo, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Alright, here it comes. Yeah, I gotta drop the hammer on you, bud. As soon as I figure out how to drop the hammer on people, like, I'm gonna drop the hammer on you. I silenced him for 10 minutes, is what I did. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't hide them away. Oh, look, he's messaging me now. You bum, I can't type. Yeah, I know. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? I'll drop the fucking hammer if I have to drop the fucking hammer, alright, guys? I'm not here for this fucking bullshit. Y'all know how much I fucking hate spoilers. There's only one other person. Y'all fucking know. So as soon as y'all start spoiling shit, I gotta drop the hammer. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would that be? Friend? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Alfredo, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. My fucking friend just spoiled the game for me. I'm so fucking irritated right now. Alright, well I guess I'll just keep fucking playing. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Make note to self not to get banned from you. He's not banned, he's just silenced for 10 minutes. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Alfredo, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle at 200 degrees. Now it's time to get to the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Uh-huh. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Okay, yeah, I'm only playing this for you now. Like that's what it's come to. Because now I know what fucking happens. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Alfredo. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know how I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Alfredo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. Why? I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching? I'm practically in at this point, bro. How am I supposed to be focused on reading like this? Yuri is always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I find I managed to relax a little. Yeah, I managed to fucking get I'm no longer pitching a tent, bro. Oh, I didn't read it. Oh, sorry, Alfredo. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's... Sorry, I'm... That's okay, I won't take any... are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudged on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that, my bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on my leg. Alright, bro. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it. Feed her! Feed her the chocolate! Then take another chocolate and hold it. Yes! Yes! She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Sorry, hold on. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Heh. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Alfredo. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. So Lou's got stinky balls. I just dropped my phone. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or any. Oh shit, bro. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I would never say take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling at the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her... Oh, she says, ah. Sorry, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Hey, everyone. Whoa. Oh, okay, yeah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share our poems. Alfredo, you can help her Yuri put away that tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups on the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. Hey, you're back. I hope you learned your lesson. Yeah, I hope you learned your lesson. And even if you, and it's okay. Yeah, like, all right, you didn't say anything, but the fact that you threatened it, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't want it to come to that. But now you know. Nightmare. You're stupid. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Fuck, dude. I gotta share poems again. We'll share with Yuri first. Alfredo, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Let's see some boobies. I'm trying, bro. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. Oh, fuck, dude. This never came out naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but
That's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Alfredo, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people who you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. I'm gonna hit my vape, so you have to read to yourself. People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Alfredo. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a different person, Alfredo. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling if she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Beach. Not that long. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I retire to earth forevermore.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
You say that like you didn't want to write about it.
Oh yeah, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I'm supposed to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably wants to show off. It's not like I got particularly interested in her writing style. I just went with her request. But,
Whoa.
well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
Oh man, this is seriously a step backwards. I like your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't get mad at you for trying different things, as long as you're not trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you ended up just scaring me away. That's it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond our sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave the memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful. When you press your lips to mine, I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything about negative. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jesus, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, that's not like her. I just did it anyways. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Let's do it with Sayori.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can really tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
I didn't write this with for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. It makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Alfredo.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. Just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you
insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walked out of the classroom humming to herself. Okay. Well, I guess I can tell Monica now. Hi, Alfredo. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. Would also make me happy to see... Okay. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but I have But have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in the head of hers? Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you next, alright? Alright. I'll bet. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. Fuck, dude, how... A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes, and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amounting to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see, and I really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this me or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from our usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run out to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Ah, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early.
Is that so?
I hope she's alright.
Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, and you picked a time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine.
What does she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of our festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now that Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I can't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at the desk in focus and stares, nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Alfredo. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably get a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. That's, as Monica suggested, I spend the weekend with one of the club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and I shouldn't be sitting... and you shouldn't be sitting on her butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Alfredo may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Alfredo to...
Well, what are you saying?
It would be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Alfredo to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I'm just saying though. Jeez. Can't we just settle things already? Yeah. Alfredo, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm gonna go with... Yuri. Duh. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me? Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. Ah, damn it. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Alfredo? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very helpful. Useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah.
I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little. Do you feel the same way, Alfredo? Me? Yeah, I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me.
What about you? What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. You're anxiously glancing between everyone in the room. I'm gonna vape, so you gotta read it for yourself. What in the fuck is this? Don't worry about it, bro. Just stay. Just stay for the last 5 minutes. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said anything bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Oh, Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. Read it? Well, no, I was vaping. I was vaping, bro. Chill out. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at the time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No! I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping at your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. I like the voiceover work. Thanks. Alright. In that case, it wouldn't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Alfredo. I think that we'll make a productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking things, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is that a chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Alright. It's already Sunday. Think that's gonna be it. Think that's it for today, guys. Whip your cock out and shove it down her throat. I think shit picks up. Okay, I honestly think that shit will pick up next stream. So Monday is when shit picks up. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. No, keep going. No, bro, the stream's only 3 hours. I mean, I guess I can go for another 30 minutes if you guys want. But I'm not going any more than 30 minutes. But I have to have the other 2 people watching agree to this.
No, I actually won't be playing Doki Doki Literature Club on Monday. I'm doing a multiverse stream with my friend on Monday. Alright. I guess I'll do another 30 minutes. Well, I'll just do Sunday. I'll just do Sunday, alright? That's what we'll do. What is this? What the fuck is this? Pictures? Sides? Okay. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubting that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down to greet me. I head up in her room, and I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, okay. I was getting worried.
Hi, Alfredo.
I sit down next to her. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today?
Aren't you supposed to be...
Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. What about you? Aren't you gonna help Monica today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Alfredo. Why can't it just be like it's always been? It's all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make the stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been here thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
What the fuck? Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Alfredo. But you're wrong. Nothing has happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Alfredo? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day?
I kind of figured. Really big thing is they tend to sleep. They sleep in a lot. And everybody always says this, man. And it's true. It really is true. Like, it's always the happiest people, dude. It really is.
Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed.
And that's why they sleep in.
What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like you betrayed me as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Alfredo. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung around against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get close with everyone else in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feeling at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Alfredo, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ah! Alfredo!
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Okay, I'm gonna vape, so you gotta read this yourself.
Hi!
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. This took a left turn. Yeah, this is what this game's about, bro. You didn't know what this game's about. This is what this game's about. It gets worse. It gets really worse.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Alfredo. The only time I'm not feeling anything...
Wait.
The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you?
It's what
I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah, Sayori wipes her tears. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help us out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I feel myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time?
No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked for you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so.
It's very considerate of you to do.
No, I would have really It would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you're here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine.
It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lightening, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will help leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that was the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax? I brought something
for relaxation.
I was hoping to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah, like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thingy, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to the positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch to the bottom. Use the wood thing? You're right. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout the small hole in the top. And the candle. You're right. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is the jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more the relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily.
Oh?
Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I got it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need to get about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm gonna cut the pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so?
Well, I suppose I do get a little intense as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something she enjoys. Here's the marker. Here's the marker, Alfredo. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get when about sharing. It's an interesting thing to get into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, kind of intense. Besides, it's really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxed her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the bottom facing me. I take it and turn it around by the hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Alfredo! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Probably in a knife play. What could I do? How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. But what if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyways. I'm gonna put my finger in her mouth. I take Yuri's hand and lick the... Yep. Alfredo! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Alfredo. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. As we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move up to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What did you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, they'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them in a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring them back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. I've been through this, and I'm already catching signs. No, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong. So let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. Is Yuri always wearing a long sleeve? I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. That's what I'm thinking. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the class. Yeah, no, what is it? This is what everybody voted for. So, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I don't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. I'm thinking I'm starting to get what this game is about. Why? Because why not, I think. I don't know why this game was made, to be honest with you. This game didn't need to exist. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and quickly lifts my hands back in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I actually got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. I just wanted Colonel Sanders. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just wait a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. Face? Neck? I didn't read that right. She keeps her eye. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it's began. Yuri picks her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier. She's unable to focus. I remain silent, focused to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add to the lettering now? No, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but that might take a while. Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. then have you bring it in the morning. I'm gonna do lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But it doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. What kind of... I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Alfredo. Yuri takes a closer step to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get the chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Oh, Sayori!
Hi, Alfredo.
Sayori, just now, we weren't...
It's okay, Alfredo. I just stopped by to say hi.
Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course.
Sayori beams.
Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was getting really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you're having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start falling down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Alfredo. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have wasted your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it makes an entire... If it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Alfredo. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared of that.
Oh, I'm scared
that I might like you more than you like me.
Oh, I mean, I could have fucking figured that one out, bud. Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Alfredo. I like you so much that I wanted to... That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said you always know what's best? I always know what's best for you. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. I think I'm done for the day. I don't want to... It's getting a little too... Yeah, no, I think I'm done. It's not getting too intense for me, but it's it's hitting a little too close to home. So I'll be fine though. It's fine. It's just just shit I had to deal with in high school. That's really it. I high key wish this was perverted, not depressing. Yeah. That's it for this stream. It's been a little longer than usual. I'm gonna stream Multiverses on Monday because my friend wants to play on stream with me. So that's gonna be that. Thanks for coming. We'll pick it up on Wednesday. I think I'm just gonna beat the game on Wednesday.